back to my main course using my cookies, or back to my main page. So, I got my readings for the week. Now I want to set up my discussion question for the week. Okay? Let's say I have a discussion question in my Blackboard class that I want to, pull out. Okay? I can go back to my Blackboard discussions. Let's say this discussion question is the one I want. I would edit it. And I would just simply grab it. Right? Okay, now I want to add my discussion form. Now here's the thing. In Blackboard, if you remember, off to the left, we had our discussions, all nice and neat in one nice little tab there, right? Moodle, you can do one or two things. You can embed your discussion for that week only, okay, which is what I prefer to do now using Moodle. Or if I wanted to, I could actually change one of these items and my forum name. Again, DQ1, week 1. And then, remember I pulled that verbiage off my Blackboard page because that's the discussion question I wanted. I would just kick it in. Now again, I can display this on the front page, but I don't want to. But here's the key, the forum type. In this instance, I'm going to select Q&A forum because I don't want students piggybacking. I want them to post up a genuine response. All right? Now, down here we have grade, and we can leave that there, but here's the key, ratings. This is where you will decide what your discussion questions points are worth and how you want to develop that DQ's assessment. For me, I usually do something like an initial discussion post plus 4 replies by the end of the week for a total of 5 responses. My DQs are worth 25 points per week, making each response worth 5 points. So what I might do is select a rating type. In this instance, I would take a sum of ratings. All right, now there are different things. You can do average, maximums, minimum, but the sum is important because this directly puts your points and develops it right into your grade book. Whenever you create an assignment or add points to any assignment or discussion forum, it'll automatically create a column in your grade book. With that being said, by taking a sum of ratings, when you actually have a discussion question, you go in to look at them. As you're reading those discussion questions, you can actually rate them as you're reading through there. And as you rate them, by the time the end of the week's up and you're done grading, it's already tallied in your discussion form for you as you've rated each post. I'll show you more about that in a second. In this instance, I'm going to make it a point total as opposed to a scale, and I'm going to make it worth 25 points. Again, you can set up your forums to, restrict ratings just like you could in Blackboard for availability. That's up to you, of course. I generally leave my availability open 24/7. I'll shut them down at the end of the week. Again, each of these different things allow different things from access to settings. And again, at the bottom is the Moodle Docs. But in this instance, I'm just going to simply save and return. There's my discussion form. When I click on it, there it is. Now, all I need to do is click on this as a student and you can start up your discussion forums. Now, with that being said, you can see how I built my week 1. Here's my first discussion question. When I click on it, it takes them into my discussion forum, and this is what it's going to look like. I just have 2 gentlemen going through it at this time, but here are their posts. All they would simply do is come over here, you would click on your post, just like you would, and again, there are different things. You can click on here and go to your different forums and things in here throughout your entire course. All right, you can display in different views with flat, and forums that are threaded or nested. Personally, I like mine flat with oldest to the front. Okay, so I know as I move towards the bottom, my new is supposed to be at the bottom. So I've created my readings for the week. I've created a discussion question. Now I want to do an assignment. I want to do a Dropbox. Well, We don't have drop boxes per se with Moodle anymore. When you create the assignment, you're essentially creating your drop box at the same time. It's real easy. It's like this. I simply want my students to write a 2 to 3 page paper on Jamestown. Okay? So I simply go to add an activity. All right? Here's the key. Assignment. Select assignment. When you select assignment, it gives you a description of what you can do in there. More info if you need help. Simply add. Takes you in the back door. Assignment name. Short paper. Jamestown. Description. Again, describe what you want to do. Class. Describe the paper. Please write a 2 to 3 page paper on Jamestown. Of course, more detailed instructions you can put in here, APA formatting, blah, 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 Chicago style. Anything, all your instructions or assignment, whatever you want them to do. All right, now, here's your availability. All right, it's open on this date, we're closing it this date. All right, enable it off to the left and off to the right. Submission type. Now, students can submit their assignment just like in Dropbox or Blackboard. Maybe when you actually create your assignment, all right, when you actually click on that assignment yourself as the instructor, okay, when you click on it, boom. Now what the students will see, as opposed to view all submissions and grade as the instructors what you see, the students are going to simply see submit. And that would be what they would click on, just like in Dropbox, and they would submit their item there. Okay? That's what the students will see. What you see is view submissions or grade. All I simply did was clicked on grade. There's that inline grade I was talking about. Again, up here are your abilities to strike out, highlight, make comments. All those things are right up here. And I can see his information right there. And off to the right, again, I can type in his points. I can type in my feedback, get my saved changes. Over here, I can change my users. I can go to the next person in line. Now, with that being said, up here's our cookies. Click back on that, takes it back up to my main page. If we click back into my course here, yeah, I best get in there tonight and change that. But here's that short paper assignment I created, all right? So if I was a teacher and I want to come in and grade that, I'm just going to simply click on it myself, and then I'm just simply going to click on grade, and that'll take me right to a grade. So you can see how the Dropbox has been essentially just, boom, it's in one fell swoop here now, okay? All right, with that being said, there are a lot of things, obviously, that time does not allow me to cover today. But I wanted to cover the 4 big things, just to reiterate. When you log into Blackboard, or excuse me, when you log into Moodle and you're on your home page, you have the Moodle 101 and 201 instructor tutorials, the Moodle docs, and teaching with Moodle. These are all resources we put in play for you all to use. To the left, under the main central block columns, is the instructor resources. Again, very important. When you actually click into your actual course shell itself, each section has the add an activity or resource, and that's how you build each weekly lesson out, by selecting the various things that you want to use. Remember, by selecting assignment, that's going to allow you to build your assignment types. Selecting files or folders will allow you to develop your readings and using documents and dropping in videos and things of that nature. Pages, URLs, allow you to link to different things and develop internal course links. And the one thing that I did not get to, which I'm sorry to say, was developing tests or quizzes but developing a quiz is fairly straightforward. It's very similar to Blackboard. When you build a quiz, you're going to kind of build a canvas initially, and once you develop your test parameters, then you're going to go in and you can build your quiz types, multiple choice, true, false, short answers, those sorts of things. Again, I would encourage you to check out the Moodle docs on that. Go to YouTube and go how to create a test in Moodle. You can use it actually has in the Moodle tutorial 201, it shows you how to do it as well. And I would encourage you to go on and try those things yourselves. All right, with that being said, some quick questions and answers right off the top of the head. Concerns and worries the most. Go ahead.
How did you get that video of YouTube actually to show in your assignment? Because right now I'm just showing a link to the URL, but you were actually able to show the...
Actually where it meshed in?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when I actually go into that particular thing here where I have my reading and viewings, right, I'm going to go back in there. Okay. Here's the video here. So let's do another thing. All I simply did, it does it automatically. Okay, let me pull the video off real quick. All I simply did is when I'm in the page content mode, during the updating that page there, all I did was highlight the video or the verbiage. I selected this link right here. I dropped in the URL. I made sure to open in a new window, and I simply created the link. Now when that's done, it should automatically populate on the back end for you. So if I go into there, it should automatically populate for you.